Hey, what is going on, everybody? Matthew from therighttrader.com. Welcome to the stream, everybody. This is cool because I haven't done a live stream in a while, so there's a lot of new stuff to talk about. And a lot has been going on in crypto since the last time I did one of these live streams. I mean, we have Bitcoin now pushing the upper 28,000s, which was one of our targets for several months now. And we are now here, and in fact, we're holding this this base support level here at around 26,500. We have not fallen back below that again. So, you know, it looks like we might hold that and get that pump into the next range between 29 and $35,000. Okay, so yes, you know, you see people talking about, oh, we're going to pull back to 25,000. It is possible, right? We could get that pull back to 25,000. We would still be trading within this megaphone pattern over here that you can see, but it's not a big deal, right? Because if we get that pullback of, you know, pretty minor pullback there, about 10%, all that is going to be is a better price of entry to then ride the move up into the 30,000s. Okay, so I'm really liking this setup. And of course, that's not financial advice, but it's just my own personal opinion. Mostly across the board here, as far as I'm seeing, for bigger coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, and even some altcoins. You know, we talked about Dogecoin, Cardano, XRP, Litecoin. A lot of altcoins are looking good here. And, you know, especially these mid-sized altcoins, right? And hype coins as well, meme coins as well. So things like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, all those hype coins are outperforming right now. Okay. And, you know, we're seeing some new projects come into space like Arbitrum. So, you know, the crypto space is advancing. It's not dead, guys. You need to remember that crypto is ever changing, right? There's many coins here that were not, you know, top 10s, top 20s, top 30s back in the day. And yet, you know, they came up in the ranking, right? And that's going to keep happening. But some coins, I think, will stay very, very high up there in terms of big market caps and will continue growing steadily over time. You know, things like Bitcoin, Ethereum. You know, most of the top 10 here is probably going to stay within the top 10 or top 15. Especially things like, you know, the big coins out there, Bitcoin, ETH, Dogecoin, XRP, have a very, very hard time seeing those type of coins disappear. Okay, so that's just my personal opinion. But keep an eye, you know, on the 7-day performance. We got some big movers here, guys. SXP, Caspa, Dogecoin, of course, we talked about, Frax, Lido, you know, all pumping right now in the last 7 days. Okay, as far as underperformers, not that many, right? We got a lot of stable coins that are underperforming, which is normal, right? Money is going out of stable coins into the regular cryptos, like I always say. And basically, most coins are doing very well right now. If we look at the 1 month heat map, guys, and by the way, I want to say hi and welcome to Blue and Stephen McCoy. They're saying hi to me. And yeah, it's awesome to be back on a live stream, guys. Thank you so much for the support. And we're going to cover the charts as per usual here. We already briefly talked about Bitcoin, but just wanted to show the heat map here to give you a big picture idea of what's happening. Okay, so you're seeing the money flow out of these stable coins. Some of the smaller altcoins are not performing the best. But like I said, guys, Bitcoin, ETH, absolute pump, very, very strong. You know, both up basically 20%. Bitcoin is up 20% plus. And we got, you know, a lot of these low-priced, medium-sized coins. And what I mean by that is things like Cardano, Dogecoin, things below $1, right? So those type of coins, Shiba Inu, those coins, you know, are going to attract a lot of money, guys, because they're below $1, right? Guys, see these three right here, the big three, XRP, Cardano, Dogecoin, all three very similar price ranges, and all three performing very well here in the last month, as can be seen by the chart. Okay, that's not a coincidence, guys. It's because they're medium-sized coins with, you know, medium to slightly large market caps, but these could easily all reach 50, 100 billion, 200 billion market caps in the future. So, you know, we're still seeing the baby stages of those coins, and that's why a lot of money is flowing into them, and they're pumping, you know, actually outperforming Bitcoin, okay, which is not easy to do. Now, not every coin has done that. We can see things like BNB, Solana, DOT, AVAX, you know, didn't manage to outperform Bitcoin and ETH, and that's what I always tell you guys to be careful of, right? Things that I'm very confident will outperform Bitcoin and ETH are XRP and Dogecoin, and I think ADA might be able to as well, okay? So I think these two especially, right, actually these three right here, Doge, LTC, and XRP are going to really continue to outperform, right? And mind you, Dogecoin, LTC are still proof of work coins, okay? Now, we're going to go over to the chart here for Bitcoin. Like I said, guys, not that much to worry about. We have our support level over here in the $25,000 area in case we do get a pullback. But to be honest, guys, I don't really see how we're going to get a big pullback here, okay? I mean, if we look at stocks are, you know, they dropped a bit today, but they're just so strong, right? We're not seeing these things drop. And when Bitcoin or stocks don't drop, it means they're going to pump, right? I mean, it sounds a little bit ridiculous, but that's just how the market is, right? We're in a very, very, I wouldn't say we're in the buy the dip market as we were before, but due to the expanding money supply, right? And, you know, people don't trust fiat currencies, they're going to go into stuff like this, guys. And I don't see that stopping anytime soon. So that is very good for crypto holders like us. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at ETH. I have not been talking a lot about ETH. Nothing against ETH. I love ETH. I actually renewed some of my ENS domains. Some of the regulars on the live stream might know what I'm talking about, but that's those ETH domain names, right? And, you know, like things like, I don't know, coin.eth, right? So this is actually a coin that's still holding up, right? I think this is one of the best projects on Ethereum, and ETH still has amazing dApps, right? And money will flow back into those over time, but we need a bit of a bull market for that, and we need, you know, the market to restart entering those DeFi protocols, right? But I mean, if we look at it, as far as Ethereum is concerned, we actually got a pretty nice move a little bit higher here, right? Back above 30 billion. I like to see that. That's a very good sign. And it does seem like we mostly put in that floor around here, guys. So now we're seeing money come back into these protocols. And that is, of course, very good for DeFi and very good for ETH specifically. As far as its price movement, guys, I mean, if we get a candlestick close here on the daily, this is a buy. This is a massive buy, a trade opportunity. Make sure to smash that like button. Not financial advice, guys, but if we get a close above the support level, which we now broke out of today as we speak on this candle, right? You see the white line here around 1840. If we stay above this, guys, we're going to just go flying higher here, okay? We have a little bit of resistance in the middle range of this at 2000. I wouldn't be necessarily that worried about that level. You know, we could very quickly shoot up quite a bit, exactly like we did back here, okay? So actually, this is a very good comparison. If I go ahead and draw out, you know, with one of my tools here, we'll do the price range tool, right? We've got a 30% pump there, guys, okay? If we get a breakout here, which we're now getting live as we speak, 20% pump, right? We got 33% back here. No reason why we would not do a little bit less, but still a very nice pump, okay? 20% pump, so very achievable, guys, very achievable. And as far as, you know, those pullbacks, yes, it's possible that we don't close above the support and that we would come back and test the uptrend line, right? And that might happen later on over here or over here, but it's not, you know, does that matter? I mean, we're still moving upwards here, guys, you know, and that's really what I hope none of you miss out on. So that's why I'm saying, you know, watch this candlestick close, because that might mean we're going to get that move that we just talked about, right? Full 20% move there, okay? And is ETH going to stop there? It could go higher still, right? It could go higher. It's just we have a lot of resistance around that between 2100 and 2300. There is some resistance, and then we have some bigger resistance levels, obviously up a little bit higher around 2500. Okay, and I should probably put those in now. The chart of ETH isn't showing me yet that we're going to go up to 2500. I think that's going to happen some point this year. But we are seeing the price trend towards those higher levels again, right? However, for Bitcoin, guys, for Bitcoin, by the way, keep in mind that Bitcoin outperformed ETH. Okay, I'm sorry to say, but if we look at Bitcoin, guys, well, first off, now we've really moved nicely from the lows. Okay, I don't see us going back to this 15K area whatsoever. I do still stand by the fact that we are in the mid-cycle. You know, if we look at this area right here, right, we're in the middle of this, right? We're in this pump over here. Okay, so we are going to get a pullback, guys. I'm telling you that right now, but the pullback is not going to be the bigger pullback, right? Because this, once we pumped 300%, we dropped another 70%, right? We're going to get a bigger pullback. It could be 50% or so, but it's not going to happen yet, right? That might happen when we're at 40,000, then it'll come back to 20,000, okay? Something like that is much more likely because Bitcoin is already really churning on higher towards its higher levels here, okay? I mean, we're talking about just one more pump just to make it to 35,000. If we get one more after that, we're at 40,000, guys. Could happen very quickly, right? And it's not impossible that we would see these higher ranges up here, even towards the previous all-time highs, okay? So Bitcoin is one of the best gauges of strength here for crypto overall. By the way, I want to see your thoughts on this, everybody. Let me know down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts. Let's get a discussion going. If you want to help support the live stream, please consider dropping a super chat donation so I can continue making these live streams on a regular basis for all of you. I need your support, and I need those super chats, guys. So please, if you would be so kind to support the streams, that would be absolutely amazing. Support the hard work. I've been making a bunch of videos on a whole bunch of different topics on the channel, as you've seen. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying that. And looking at XRP here, hopefully you've been also liking these cleaner charts, by the way, guys. I'm trying to make it as neat as possible now. So we broke out of the downtrend, right? We had our, what's it called? Our big floor price put in back here, okay? We're out of that, guys. We're out of that. I don't see us going back in that range. And now on top of it, right, not only are we not in that range, right, we're still in full-blown breakout mode for XRP here, okay? How long is this? This is a very steep uptrend though, guys. So something like what happened here, okay, could happen again. There's going to be one huge difference though if we see this. I don't think we're going to fall back into the range. We might come back and test the range, right? But then we're going to trade in this area. So that is, you know, the bearish case scenario, if you even want to call that bearish. It's pretty neutral in my opinion. But of course, right, we could, you know, just consolidate a little bit more and then break out into this next range to 70 cents, right? You know, XRP is actually kind of led this most recent pump, which is quite funny. And, you know, depending on any news it gets with the SEC lawsuit, this could cause an even bigger pump than expected, right? Up to $1 or so. And, you know, I mean, a lot of stuff is still happening in crypto, guys. We got the Dogecoin logo now on Twitter. Pretty funny stuff. It's, and if I refresh the page here, you'll also see the Dogecoin logo. You know, that's in big part what caused the pump, but the technicals on Doge have been looking amazing as well, right? And I'd recommend you go check out my videos that I made a few days ago where I talk specifically about Doge in detail. Okay, because there's a lot to know about that coin, which I think is going to outperform most cryptos. And a lot of people are going to be feeling pretty stupid by the end of it, you know, considering that it was so obvious, right? And that's usually actually what happens in crypto. So guys, we always cover Bitcoin, ETH, XRP. There's a whole bunch of other coins. I'll go ahead and cover Litecoin. I'm sure some of you want to see that. But please, right now is the time, guys. Let me know down in the chat below any cryptos you want me to take a look at. Now is the time, okay? So please go ahead and take a look at it. Let me know what you want. There's a whole bunch of coins out there, but I can't know specifically which coins you want me to do an analysis on. So just let me know down in the comment section below. If you have other questions about crypto in general right now, okay? You know, just let me know in the comment section down below, right? That's all you got to do. Anything regarding Bitcoin, the crypto market in general, I'm just refreshing some of the news pieces here because I didn't have time to check at all the most recent news. So just wanted to go ahead and take a look for you guys quickly, make sure I'm not missing anything. We have the Trump NFTs that are pumping after the lawsuit thing. And other than that, it'll be interesting to see when NFTs will start getting their pump, right? This is interesting news. OpenSea launches OpenSea Pro courting professional NFT traders. I think I know what this is. This is you know, a more detailed version of OpenSea where you can really filter out exactly what type of NFTs you're looking for to, you know, get you know, flip NFTs basically, which I'm sure a lot of people are doing still now, but even more so in the bull market. And Phantom Network is continuing to build there. I'd seen some news about that. Sorry to do this with you guys, but I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything important, okay? So Polkadot trademark registration suggests Web3 messaging app. Interesting to see some Polkadot news. Polkadot, I'm not the biggest fan of it right now. I have a hard time seeing how it's going to compete with some of these bigger coins. I think this is a very likely coin to fall out of the top 20, or at least out of the top 15. And then, we have this bit of news here, right? Overall, in the global landscape, people are losing trust in the US dollar, guys. And that's why Dogecoin is pumping. That's why Bitcoin is pumping, is because they'd rather hold those type of coins than holding, fiat currency, US dollar, euro, stuff like that, right? That's what's happening on a global scale for the majority of currencies, right? They're losing compared to Bitcoin and all the other currencies, right? And, just for fun here, actually, I believe we can do this. Can we take a look at an inverse Bitcoin chart? Is that a thing? Well, obviously, we don't need to look at the inverse because all we need to do is just look at Bitcoin over time, right? This is against the US dollar, so remember that. Look at this, guys. Do you want to be on the other side of this trade? Do you still want to be holding the US dollar? Because that's basically what you're doing. You're right back here. Actually, no, this is not even accurate. Bitcoin is going like this, and the US dollar is going like this, okay? That's the case for a lot of fiat currencies, if not all of them. Now, going back to Litecoin, let's see here. I love proof of work coin, guys. I'm a proof of work coin maxi to an extent. I think that, there is a time and a place for proof of stake coins, right? And there's amazing proof of stake coins out there like Cardano, Ethereum, etc. But there's something special about proof of work, guys. It's true to the crypto idea. It is more secure in every way. And I think that a lot of these proof of work coins are actually going to outperform a bit over time, right? And Litecoin is going to be included in that. Now, Litecoin doesn't have the easiest time outperforming Bitcoin. It might outperform it in certain stretches, right? But as far as the USD chart goes, we're still in this mid-cycle pump here, okay? And we still have a very, very nice, I'd consider almost risk-free 57% move, guys. Almost risk-free is what I would call that. So, I can draw out the uptrend that we had over here. Let's see. Just about like that, right? That was our uptrend line. And we're getting the same thing, guys. Same exact uptrend line right there. Could not be more similar, if you ask me. So after we'll hit this top area, there is a risk that we pull back. Can't tell you exactly how much it pull back. We might pull back all the way back to the bottom. It's possible. We might only pull back to the middle. But I think that we can hit at least $145, if not a little bit higher, 170, 180. Now, what I also like with this is obviously, first off, it's a very, no-brainer setup. I mean, we have the uptrend supporting us. We have a very clear profit target. Doesn't get better than this in technical analysis trading, right? You have people long this, and then you have people staring at it until it goes to 150 bucks, and then, maybe buying out of hype, and then, they're going to get wrecked. But, you need to pay attention to what's happening, guys, because this is a very clear drawing, and you can only blame yourself if you miss this type of stuff. Not financial advice, just my own personal opinion. Looking at Litecoin to Bitcoin chart, this is going to be an interesting comparison, right? This is what I'm talking about, guys. Litecoin over time, unfortunately, right? And I don't know if this is, should it outperform or underperform Bitcoin? The fact of the matter is it's never performed as well as Bitcoin, right? It's never performed as well as Bitcoin. It has periods, which is what I'm referring to now, where it outperforms Bitcoin. Yes, that's true, right? Might for 3 months, 6 months, a year could outperform Bitcoin. But over time, guys, Bitcoin has been wrecking Litecoin a little bit. And that's just something to be aware of, right? So if you catch a pump, consider flipping back into Bitcoin, whatever, taking the profits on something like this. However, for Dogecoin, guys, which of course, if you saw my video, you'll have known about this, but look at how different that is, guys. Dogecoin has actually borderline gone parabolic, right? Against Bitcoin. Not easy to do against the strongest asset on earth, Bitcoin. Okay? And always, people don't really look at the Bitcoin they don't look at their cryptos against Bitcoin, right? But this is really something that's important to do, guys. Really, really important. So let me know in the comment section down below any other coins you want me to take a look at, guys. We'll also talk about the fear and greed index for crypto. Okay, you can see here that we are now at 62, right? And some people might be like, oh my gosh, we're going into overbought territory. We might get a big pullback, whatever. No, guys, that's not the case. That's not how this works whatsoever. Right now, right, especially combining the fact that we know that we're most likely in this mid crypto winter pump, okay, which actually lasted half a year last time. And actually, that's a good comparison. Let's see, how long are we into the crypto pump? Well, actually, pretty similar here from the peak, but I don't think we're at the peak yet on this one, right? I think we're going to extend this a little bit more, right? And what I wanted to say is this is actually a very bullish sign right now. Okay, yes, when it gets really high up there, right, above, 80 or so, 75, 80, then, yeah, we might be heading a little bit towards the top, right, the short-term top. But at 62, guys, this is a buy signal to me, okay? And actually, we're seeing increasing, last month, 47, last week, 59, right? Now we're at around 62, 63. That's a good sign for me, guys. That's a very good sign for me. Strolantic is saying hi, welcome to the channel. I don't think I've seen you here before, so hopefully you subscribe. Welcome, Stro. And yeah, hopefully that gave you guys a pretty good rundown of Bitcoin there, okay? If you guys ever miss anything in these live streams, please remember they always get re-uploaded, guys, so you can go back and take a look at it. If you missed anything, just want to refresh here. Let's see how Doge is doing. Still above 9.5 cents. Polygon not doing much. See, a lot of these proof of stake coins, guys, are a little bit underperforming. I hate to say it, guys. Some of these coins I like AVAX, but these coins are very sluggish right now, right? The money is not going into them, but they're going into coins that a lot of people consider jokes, like Dogecoin and Litecoin, right? So I guess the joke is on them, but BNB, proof of stake coin, not performing good. There's other stuff that is causing that, but even ETH, even ETH is not outperforming Bitcoin right now, okay? So be careful with that, guys. Be careful. And with that being said, let's see. I'm still waiting for your comments, guys. I'm not sure if Blue is still here, Stefan. Any questions, guys? Anything you want to ask me about how the crypto market is moving right now? Now is your time. If you want to ask me my thoughts on any of these cryptos, just let me know in the comment section down below. And of course, if you want me to take a look at any technical analysis charts for these cryptos, just let me know as well in the comment section down below. I read all your comments. If you want to make sure I see your comment or make sure I give you additional time and notice, then consider dropping a super chat. Or if you just want to help out the channel, support these live streams, super chat is the best way to do it. You can do that just by clicking that little $ icon and emoji in the chat section below. So hopefully we get some super chats this live stream, because this is my first live stream back in a while, guys. I've been doing a lot of other stuff for the channel, a lot of price prediction videos, of course. Make sure to subscribe and go check those out if you haven't already. But yes, I want to see if there's any other coins out there that you want me to take a look at here. In the last 24 hours, top performers, actually we got some ERC20 coins that are outperforming here, okay? Arbitrum, Rocket Pool, Curve, Frax, Lido, Theta, right? All ERC20 tokens. We got VeChain coming back into attention, guys. VeChain did a very, very, very nice rebranding. I have a what is VeChain video on my channel. By the way, if you want to ever learn more about specific coins, just go check out on my channel the what is crypto playlist. Okay, that'll show you all the coins that I talked about. A lot of new stuff going on for VeChain here, which is pretty cool. And guys, we already talked about VeChain in a previous live stream, but despite the fact that it's not the project that I liked the most in the past, this thing could perform pretty well in the next bull market, right? They did a full rebranding. I believe it's a Chinese cryptocurrency, and there was some Chinese crypto hype back a few weeks ago. And I mean, we have a full 1,300% move back to the all-time highs, right? And to be honest, maybe we could see even double that in the next bull market. So could be very interesting to see what could happen with a coin like this, right? In a bull market. But always be careful, right? Because if we're not in a bull market, this is what's going to happen to it. Actually, not the worst looking chart against Bitcoin, but not the best either, okay? And we got some questions coming in here. Let's see. Stro is asking, is it possible to touch 42K in 2 to 3 months? I would say yes, that is possible. Now, going back to the technicals, right, that's going to be really, I'd say, like, there is an option that we would actually get a move to 65K or so. But, you know, 43K in 42K or so, from the current price, guys, that is right around a 50% move. Very, very doable, I'd say. Might take a little bit longer, right? Could take 6 months, but it is possible. With that being said, if you want to be on the safer side of things, depending if you're trading this or whatever, you know, initially our target is 35K and then 40K, okay? 40K, there's going to be a lot more resistance, so just be careful of that, trying to, you know, get an extra $2,000-3,000 on the Bitcoin price. Could lead to then eating a bit of a drop, right? So be careful, but not financial advice. Now, Blue is asking, how do you feel about some of the smaller altcoins at the minute? It really depends on a case-by-case basis, right? VeChain, arguably a smaller altcoin, but not looking the worst, right? With that being said, is there a reason to go into some of the smaller random coins? It really depends, guys, because there's some weird smaller coins that I think are good plays right now. Like things like Floki Inu. Okay, I looked at it. I have a video price prediction on Floki Inu. Go check that out as well, guys. I also have playlists for that. Wait, why can't I see the Floki price? What am I doing wrong here? There it is. Floki Inu, altcoin. I think this one is very nicely set up here to move higher. It has been moving higher. It's been moving higher during the bear market, and it's also heavily outperformed pretty much every crypto out there in the past year. Now, there's stuff to realize with this, right? It's a meme coin, but as long as you know that and you know how these things move, these are some of the best purchases right now in the crypto space, right? Even things that are ridiculous like Doge Elon Mars. You know, people are mad about this type of stuff because, you know, they got outperformed by a coin that's a joke like this. And there's actually a logic behind that, right? But you need to be careful because there's guys buying these up here and then getting destroyed. Now, things like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, you might be able to hold those fully long term, but things like Doge Elon Mars, I don't know, right? Do that at your own risk. That's all I'll say. But then there's some other random smaller coins that, you know, it's just not altcoin season necessarily, right? Some altcoins are doing good depending on the environment, but I wouldn't expect, you know, things like Curve DAO. I don't see how Curve is going to get the biggest pump right now. It's a coin that I'm very bullish on. If I can find it here, I guess it's out of the top 100. CRV. This coin does very good in bull markets, and I'm sure it's going to do great in the bull market. But right now, okay, it is moving higher, but I feel like it is a little bit capped as to how high it's going to move right now, right? We might get to $2, $3 or so, but that's about it, right? And that's even stretching it for Curve, okay? It's very, very slow, as you can see here, right? Not really pumping that much. And down 93%, guys. Stro is saying VeChain is a good time to take some. I think he's laughing about altcoins or some of the smaller coins, saying it's too risky for him. That's coming from Stro there in the chat. Yeah, I mean, guys, that obviously has to do with personal preference, right? There's people who invest and only trade in the more random coins, and obviously people who only stick to Bitcoin or Bitcoin and ETH, and it depends on how you go about it, right? I think that sticking with Bitcoin and ETH for absolute newbies is a great idea. If you're a little bit more experienced, right, Bitcoin, ETH, and then you can cherry pick just a couple of the bigger coins, right? Maybe, for example, Dogecoin and Polygon, or XRP and you know, Litecoin, you know, stuff like that. But not going into needing to get every single coin, the smallest coin, the most random coins, and then you just end up with the biggest underperformer of the year, right? So be careful. Troy is saying ETH is my day trading. Yeah, for day trading purposes, right? Futures trading, link to Binance in the description below. Sticking to Bitcoin and ETH. I personally only stick to Bitcoin when I'm day trading, but you need to stick with the bigger coins. It gets a lot more risky as you go into any altcoins that are not Bitcoin and ETH, literally. And that's why at the end of the day, right, Bitcoin and ETH have the most volume and are the biggest coins out there. Okay. But I gotta say, guys, Dogecoin, I mean, look at how impressive this is. Of course, it got a pump, but $4 billion in 24-hour volume, guys. $4 billion. You know, that's a little bit under half of Bitcoin and ETH, but still very impressive, guys. Very, very impressive. And it was awesome talking to you guys today. Awesome being back in the chat, guys. We're coming up on 30 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. I'll catch you all soon, and have a great day.